Alright, Winnipeg, we're back after a very disappointing playoff run, and as you can see, we have simmed all the way up to Tuesday, June 25th for the awards ceremony. But if you look at the emails, I did do a couple of things, and the biggest thing that has happened was a trade. Where was it? Between Utah Hockey Club and the Winnipeg Jets. I sent Ilya Samsonov, a first, and Alvars Munikis, a 21-year-old center, to the Utah Hockey Club in exchange for Igor Shesterkin and 50% retained salary. If you look at Shesterkin, these are his goalie stats. By far the best goalie we've ever had if you look at these stats. Save percentage all above 900. He did slip. His goals against was just above 3, but I could live with the 3 goals against as long as he has a save percentage above 900. And if you look at his contract, it is only going to be for 1 more year, so we might be able to re-sign him if he performs well for us. Going back to the emails, I did trade Ty Mueller for a 2nd round pick in this year's draft, and we did re-sign Rodwin Dianazio and Alphonse Frige, and I have been extended another 4 years. So we're going to go ahead and delete all those. In terms of staff, I have re-signed all of our staff except William Nicholson. I'm going to let him go as the defensive coach. I think I could get a better prospects rating with all of the money we're going to have next year. And also, in all of our scouts have been re-signed. We might look to acquire some more scouts going forward. We still do have the, the harmony issue here. I am not sure what I'm going to do with Ryan Lindgren. We might see when the regular season comes next year. We just might jack up the morale to a 12 to combat that, because Ryan Lindgren is still a pretty good player for us. He only has 1 year left, and with those defensive stats, even if they drop 1 or 2, he's still going to be a very good defenseman for us. So I might just have to go with the way he is. So with that, let's jump to the award ceremony. And I'm going to try doing it a little differently here just to save on the time with the emails. The Jennings Trophy went to Damien Clara in Anaheim, the Mark Messier to Mikey Bearchild in Minnesota, the Bill Masterton to Nathan McKinnon. That's the first award he's won in quite a long time. He is really dropping off at 34 years old. The Lady Byng to Robert Thomas, the Rocket Richard to Kyle Connor. Well done. And that is 2 Rocket Richards back-to-back, 28, 29, 29, 30. Perfect. And the Art Ross to McDavid, the Ted Lindsay to McDavid, and now the Hart Trophy, I would assume Connor McDavid. The Conn Smythe goes to Evan Bouchard, 18 points in 20 games, a +4. The Calder goes to Harry Matern in Nashville, 55 points in 82 games, a +29. The Norris to Pavel Mintyukov. I think that he has multiple Norris trophies now. Yes. Nope. This is the one he just won. Actually, excuse me. He has 2 plus-minus awards. That might have been what I was thinking of. The Selke goes to Anton Wahlberg in Buffalo. The Vezina to Jake Ottinger, 922 in 67 games. The Executive of the Year goes to Chris Patrick in Buffalo, and the Jack Adams to Peter DeBoer in Dallas. So now that we've went through all of these, let's just check this year's NHL All-Stars team. No one for the Winnipeg Jets, and the rookie team, no one. So we're just going to go ahead and delete all of those. And if you look at finances, the salary, we have everyone. Connor Dewar, we do have younger defensive forwards. He did his job for us for 1 year, but his defensive read is dropping off, and these other defensive ratings will be dropping off, so I will not be re-signing him. The same with Adam Pelech. I can re-sign him in free agency. He wanted like 1 year, almost $9 million. We'll see what he wants now really quick. Might be able to just have him sign a new deal. Oh, he's very unhappy, so he's going to go to free agency anyways. Thank you, Ryan Lindgren, your line mate. You just pissed him off, and now he doesn't want to play for us. But anyways, if you go down here, we are not re-signing Ty Hollett. We are not re-signing Luke Coughlin, and we are not re-signing Ludwig Jensen. So with that, let us just go ahead to the last day of the regular season, or of the 2030 season. We're here on Sunday, June 30th. We only have 2 green checks. We reached the playoffs and we did have a winning season. Our longevity bonus is now 5. Our financial health bonus is 2. And our season score was only 22. So we do have 4 more points. We're going to put 1 into negotiating. We'll put 2, and we'll put the rest here into coaching and prospects. Training is good, tactics is good, so we will go ahead and continue. Owner goal failed, don't care. And another owner goal failed, don't care. And William Nicholson, no, he's gone. A trade between New York and Vegas. Bradley Blossig, a 21-year-old defenseman, for a 3rd round pick. And with that, let us jump to the new season. So here we are, it is Monday, July 1st, 2030, and we're going to go ahead and check these emails quick. The best-selling jerseys for June are Connor Ehlers, Fox, and Igor Shesterkin, and Devin Taves. John Carlson finally retired. Bo Horvat retires, JT Miller retires, and Adam Pelech retires. Lowry, a former Jet, retires. Morgan Riley retires. 3-time Stanley Cup champion, 1-time Conn Smythe winner. Brock Nelson, Brady Shea, Alex Iafallo, Ryan Hartman, Nikushkin, Coleman. A lot of big names here retiring. We're getting into 2030, 2031 season. So let's go ahead, our development report. Let's see what happened. Kyle Connor went down, Ehlers went down, and Lindgren went down. The best-selling jerseys for June in the NHL. We do not have anyone on there. Even Shesterkin did not break that list. And a bunch of coaches here we don't really need to go through. Owner confidence. The fans are satisfied, no need to worry. Well, you just signed me to another 4-year contract, so I'm glad I don't have to worry. And we're going to go ahead and check the annual budget. The salary cap is still $90 million. The game promotions -5. The scouting is up to 5. We're going to leave morale at +3 until we make it into the season. So let's go to the annual budget. And I don't think we have, our salary cap is $87 million right now. And we do have a lot of young players that we can play. So I'm going to take a chance and drop the budget down to the very lowest and save that 79 points. And once again, I'm going to raise development, max it out, the normal marketing, the normal maintenance. And we're just going to go ahead and leave it there. And let's look at the staff. So we have $6.7 million for staff. Let's go ahead and find a defensive coach. And we're back here, still Monday, July 1st. I went ahead and hired some staff and some new scouts. First of all, William Nicholson was the best defensive coach available, so we went ahead and re-signed him only to a 2-year deal just to see what he's got until maybe next year or even 2 years from now we could find a better coach. And as for scouting, if you look at our scouting list, we did hire 5 or 6 more scouts. We hired 3 Canadians, a French, 2 Russian scouts, 1 American, and then I did hire this one from South Korea just to get some extra scouting in there. So we did cover much better our scouting territory. As you can see, Canada, Western Europe, Eastern Europe, and the rest of the world is average, but the United States is still lacking a little bit behind. But those are our scouts, and I have changed the advanced scout and the head scout to both Canadians, 1 Ontario, 1 Alberta, 1 Quebec. And with that, let us go ahead and check the team to see what we have. I'm going to go ahead and clear these lines. Anyone injured? No. Waivers? No. Right now our salary cap is at $87 million, but I'm sure we're going to make some changes here. So I'm going to go through and see what we have and what we want and don't want, and I'll bring you back when I'm done. Alright, and we're back. It is still Monday, July 1st, and we have our 20-man roster. It does look pretty good. If you look at transactions here, the free agent center, I did check in on a couple players just to see what they would want to sign. Wyatt Johnston, probably the best overall player. Of Hughes, Holtz, and then Wyatt Johnston right there, and Alexander Holtz. But we are not going to sign any of those players because our team is pretty well set. We have plenty of defense and plenty of offense here. If you check our lines, we did make some changes, Lambert and Connor, but then we moved Ivar Stenberg up to the first line wing, and Ehlers got demoted all the way down to the third line. And then Stramel and Lucius are on the second line, and Hans Jorn Bruns is now the fourth line winger. He's more of a two-way forward. I'll show you his stats. Pretty good, those defensive stats. He's only 21, so hopefully he grows pretty well with our plus 40 development. So yeah, he can get the puck done. He's a good two-way forward. There's our defensive core and Shesterkin on a one-year deal. And with that, I will sim to the draft lottery. It is Friday, July 5th, the day of the draft lottery, and we do have a Pittsburgh, New Jersey deal. Hendrix Lapierre and Jean-Luc Foudy for Alexi Protest and Daniil Miziel. And nothing there. James Malatesta draws interest. No, thank you. So let's go to the lottery. In 16, you have Chicago, Colorado, St. Louis at 14, Minnesota, Calgary, Carolina, the Fly. Ooh, movement already. 9th to 10th, the New York Rangers move back. And Ottawa moves back 8 to 9. San Jose back from 7 to 8. Toronto 6 to 7. Florida 5 to 6. And the Islanders go from 3rd to 5th. Wow. So is your first overall pick going to the Flyers again? Detroit from 2nd to 4th. Seattle 1st to 3rd. And Boston from, what was it, 4th up to 2nd. And your Flyers win the draft lottery once again. How many is that? At least twice, if not 3 times this entire playthrough. So let's go ahead. We traded away our first round pick, but we do have a couple seconds, the 40th and the 53rd. And also the reason I was comfortable giving away our first round pick, if you look at the watch list, there's not too many good players that are first round pick worthy even for a late first round that we would have had. Probably maybe like 22nd to 25th or so, losing in the first round. That probably would have been the range of our draft pick. So you're probably talking somewhere down here. So I thought 1 year of Igor Shesterkin was worth more than any player that we could find here in the future. I did want to make that trade. So let's go to the draft. And we are here. It is Saturday, July 6th for the day 1 of the NHL entry draft. And we're just going to go ahead and pick until human. And let's go see who went first overall. Alexei Shibakov, a left defenseman to the Philadelphia Flyers. He's half a star, but his potential is 4.5. He is only 17. We have Priday, then Joseph, Sales, Hartnett, Gabriel, Schuel, Blathel, McIntyre, Wookie. That's a pretty nice name. Bertrand Wookie from the Boston College Eagles. There you go. That's a pretty good player there. 18, two-way forward. And in 11th, it was Liam Kenny. So let's go ahead to our draft pick. And it doesn't look like there's anyone really good there. There's a lot of goalies, but we don't really need goalies at this point, maybe in a couple years. So I'm going to go ahead and find who our first draft pick will be, and I'll bring it back when I'm done. So with the 40th pick in the 2030 draft, the Winnipeg Jets will select Robert Kuda. And we're back here with the 53rd pick. There's really nothing. Ability is just a 1.5, potential, a bunch of nothings really here. I'm for the first time just going to go ahead and let the CPU finish the drafting for me. And I'll bring it back for the first email. The NHL entry draft is done. The best drafts were the Panthers, Lightning, and Oilers. The worst drafts were the Colorado Avalanche, the Blues, and the Anaheim Ducks, which is surprising because they had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 picks, and they were one of the bottom 3 worst drafts this year. That's rough for the Ducks. And because we do not have any free agents that we want to sign, we have our team. We're just going to go ahead and sim to August 1st. We're back here on Thursday, August 1st. Nothing really happened here. So let's go ahead and see the best-selling Jets jerseys in July, and it is Connor Fox, Ehlers, Drew Comesso, and Igor Shesterkin. The development report, Connor went down, Fox went down, Luosterainen, and Shesterkin went down, so it's a good thing he's only 1 year. And the best-selling jerseys for July, nothing for us. And if you look at the monthly budget, we do have the prospects tournament. So we're going to go ahead and assign these while we're here. And then for the finances, I'm going to move it up to no change. The morale is going to stay at 3. And let's go ahead and check our harmony. Yep, so we're down to 3, 2, a bunch of 5s, 4s, 3s, and a 2s here. So hopefully by the time October comes around, a lot of these will be down to just 1 month. And hopefully I can just intervene in a couple, because this Lindgren should go away, Leo Carlson should go away, William should go away, Renzel should go away, Luosterainen should go away, and the rest of these 4 should be down to a 1. So without me intervening or raising morale, and I can raise morale once October comes if I need to up to a +9 or a +12, but we can worry about that a little bit later. So let's go to the Hall of Fame induction. I don't even remember who we voted for, or who we nominated, or voted for actually. So show next. Who's first? Marc-Andre Fleury. We did vote for him. He deserves that. And Jaromir Jagr, he probably does deserve that. I'm not sure what awards he won. Oh, he did win some awards. Never mind. Anything in the NHL? Here we go. A Stanley Cup with Pittsburgh in 91-92. A Pittsburgh champion 90-91. A Hart Trophy. And Art Ross, yeah. Bill Masterton, Ted Lindsay, yep. Medals in the Olympics, yep. He most certainly deserves that. Jaromir Jagr. Nicholas Backstrom, he deserves that. He does have a Stanley Cup. Not too many other awards, though. And who was last? Brett Burns. There probably were some other ones in there, but those are your 4 Hall of Fame nominees for 2030. And congratulations to those 4. So we're going to go ahead and delete those. And let's go ahead and sim to the Prospects Tournament. It is Sunday, August 11th, and Hans-Jorn Bruns involved in an off-ice incident between Luosterainen, Stenberg, Lindgren, and Chaz Lucius. So we're going to go ahead and delete those and check out the harmony. We might be in trouble here. Info and harmony. Yep, disruptive, hostility, unpopular. Hans-Jorn Bruns is listed as a follower, but let's see here. 3s, 5s, 4s, 5s for all of those players. So morale spending is definitely have to go up to at least a +9, if not a +12 in October. But let's keep simming, and that will also affect our re-signing. If we want to re-sign Shesterkin, maybe he will want one, but nope. He wants to test the market. Let's go ahead and sim to the Prospects Tournament. And we're back here with the Prospects Tournament roster. It is pretty much all Winnipeg, as you can see, especially the forward core and the goalies. So let's go ahead and look at position. For goalies, these are our 2 goalies, both from the Winnipeg Jets. The defensemen, here are your defensemen. There's only 1 from the Jets. Owen Protz, we might actually be able to assign him to a contract here. Let's add him to the watch list. We might be able to sign him, because those are pretty solid stats at only 24 years old. I missed that. And as terms of forwards, yep, the Winnipeg Jets are 10 out of your 12 forwards in the Prospects tournaments are from your Winnipeg Jets. So we're going to go ahead and sim to September 1st, and then we will look at the Prospects tournament results. So here we are on August 31st. Let's have a look at the Prospects tournament while we're still in August. We lose 3-0. We beat Edmonton 4-3. We beat the Rangers 4-1. We beat Chicago 3-1, and we lose to the San Jose Sharks 4-3. So not too bad there. And let's just do a quick recap. Our salary is at $75 million. The cap is at 90. We have our team set. This is the last day to sign players, I believe. So let's go ahead and look at the free agent center and see who's left. Wyatt Johnson still has not signed. What contract does he want? He wants 3 years at $4 million. What if we went 7 years at like $5 million for Wyatt Johnson? He would take that deal. How low could we go? 4.5? He would take Wyatt Johnson, one of the best young players in the league, would sign 7 years at $4.5 million. What a steal that would be. I mean, we're not going to do it, but who would he replace on that right wing? These are his stats right now. Pretty good two-way forward. His scouting His scouting's an A, so this is the player he is. 3 years ago, he had 80 and 82 plus 22. He had 89 and 82, a plus 27. And then last year, he had 73 and 82, a plus 28. What's his personality? Very sportsmanlike. He performs better under pressure, and he stays out of trouble, and he's a playmaker. What? Wyatt Johnston. He was can he play any wing? No. Right wing. He could even do center as a two-way forward. Who would he replace on the right wing? Strammel? Could he replace Strammel? Oh, by far he could. Yeah, Strammel. Well, he's got the screening getting open. We have the money. If we could trade Strammel, what would we get for him? What about draft picks for next year? He's worth a fifth. Do I want to? Because the salary cap will be going up in the next couple seasons to like 91 or 92 million. And we are below the cap. So do we want to sign Wyatt Johnston as a second line and a future first line right wing to play with Brad Lambert and Ivar Stenberg and carry that into the future when Kyle Connor retires and Ehlers retires? And get rid of Strammel. I'm not going to sign him just to trade Wyatt Johnston. I could do that, same with Gerard and Askarov, but 7 years at 4.5 million. Even if he was a third liner, 4.5 million for Wyatt Johnston. I'm going to cheese the game again just like I did with Adam Fox. No one else is going to sign him, so I'm going to. But the question is, how low will he go? Can we go to 7 years at 4 million for Wyatt Johnston? We can. What about like 3.8 million? That might be too low. No. 3.5? What a steal of the century. Can we go to 3 million for Wyatt Johnston? Oh my goodness, can we go to like 2.7? How low will this go? No, okay. So 2.9? Nope. Let's go to 3.15 just to see. So 7 years at 3.150 million for Wyatt Johnston. He will accept that. We could have went down to 3 million, but I've already tried to negotiate twice when he's refused. So we're going to submit this offer. Let's go ahead to September 1st. And okay, so the best-selling jerseys in August were Connor, Fox, Shesterkin, Ehlers, and Drew Commesso. The development report, Lindgren went down and Taves went down. Best-selling jerseys in August for the NHL, no one in Winnipeg. But so let's go ahead and see what Wyatt Johnston. Yep, Winnipeg. Let's go ahead and check the schedule for September. There's a couple home games there. The regular season does begin on October 10th, so we're not going to worry about changing anything now. Finances, we're going to leave it at, well, we'll make it a +3. The morale will boost up to a +6, and the scouting will stay the same. So tournaments, no tournaments. So let's go ahead and sim to the preseason on September 20th. And a new click forms. Let's go ahead and look at that. Detroit Columbus, close a deal. Couple draft picks and some players. We'll delete that. Let's check the harmony and see what happened. The click between Hans Jorn Bruns, Anderson, Lambert, and Bellabuse. Brad Lambert, no. Bellabuse is popular. Anderson and Bruns are followers. Brad Lambert is the leader. That's going to kill us. Job security, off-ice incident. We're up to a 61 we started the new season with, so that's good. Let's see what Wyatt Johnston is thinking. Still, yep, Winnipeg, 7 at 3.15. Let's sim to the preseason again. And there it is. Wyatt Johnston signs with the Winnipeg Jets. 7 years at 3.15 cap hit with a no trade clause in there. He's an offensive forward. His supplementary role is a star player. He was drafted 23rd overall by the Dallas Stars in 2021. And with that, our team is now complete, so I'm going to sim to the preseason. So here we are at the first game of the preseason. It is Friday, September 20th, and we are home against the Tampa Bay Lightning. And as you can see, everyone is still very unhappy. So if we look at finances, morale is going to probably have to be a +12 until we can get rid of all of these harmony problems. Otherwise, we'll miss the playoffs completely this time. But let's go ahead and try to intervene in the click and see what happens. And who left? Who was it? Kyle Connor convinced Hans-Jorn Bruns to leave the click, so that's something, I guess. But everyone is still very unhappy. We are now officially in the preseason, almost the actual start of year number 7. So let me know what you think, especially about the Wyatt Johnson deal. Just like the Adam Fox deal, we stole those two players. And I will see you in the next one for all of year number 7.